Hey TalkLife, how you doing? It's been a heck of a day. There's been a lot happening, a lot of interesting, fun things going on. But we put a post up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
About moderation, your questions, and everything you wanted to discuss with us across moderation. We're going to go through some of those things today. I'm joined with Mark, our head of safeguarding.
Welcome. Yeah, good evening from a very dark, wet UK. It's miserable.
Very dark and dismal outside. We're just going to dive into these in no particular order. We want to do these things on a more regular basis. If it's helpful, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. If you want us to discuss something else, let us know. I'm just going to mute my Slack, otherwise it's going to keep going through the thing. But do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so I'm just going to shoot some questions at you in no particular order.
You haven't prepared.
And try and get these names right. So we're going to start with Najet.
Hello, Najet.
So can we talk about the Hawk being out of control, removing posts and comments that literally don't go against guidelines or anything? I honestly can't interact with people here. I don't even know what to say, knowing that it might get removed.
Yeah, Najet, I think there's a couple of questions here. First off, the Hawk isn't a bot. It's a response that we've actually subsequently removed in the last couple of weeks. It's just the name of the automated response from a human moderator or administrator picking up content. If your content is being removed, check the guidelines. We don't remove content without a specific reason. And this is reviewed by administrators and yourself, sort of going through and making sure that this content, there's not a whole heap of mistakes. Mistakes can happen, and the post will be restored. You can speak directly one-to-one with an admin if this happens, so I would encourage you, if that happens, jump in and
Yeah, basically the Hawk isn't doing anything, so the Hawk doesn't deserve all the hate it gets. The Hawk is actually just a message off the back of a decision made normally by one of our admin teams. So if you've got an issue with it, if you've got a query with it, just query it with the admin as soon as the post is removed.
Thanks, Najet.
I
guess there's going to be a few of those.
I think there may be a bit of Hawk hate in here. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
We should actually create a Hawk, like a mascot that you can get, and
just keep it on the side of the table.
On the side, yeah.
Next up, we've got Ra. After I comment on a post and the author blocks me, I still get notifications. Can you fix that? It's so irritating. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if there's an issue there, best thing you can do with any issue, send it through to support@talklife.com, and we can take a look.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening, so we can get that one sorted. Next one, Inate.
Innate? Yeah.
Innate. I want to use stickers in the comment section. Can you make it possible, please?
Good use of emoji as well. This isn't something that I really think is appropriate for TalkLife. I think we've talked about GIFs or GIFs and stickers in the past in the comments. It really would take the comments in a different direction, I think, and it's not something that's on the roadmap. But good.
I think that
question.
Comment might come up again.
Really?
Along with the infamous hug.
How long should we have this video for? But not like how long should we keep it, but how long do you want to go? How long do you want this to go for? I know there's those of you at home that are just going to watch this all through. Should we clip it? Should we make it like...
Let's stick to 15 minutes, because...
I think we're already over 15.
No, we're not. Let's crack on. Next up, Jeremus.
Hello, Jeremus.
Hello, Jeremus. Feels like we need a guideline overhaul with penalties for each infraction for each rule. Some of the current guidelines also tend to be a bit on the nebulous side.
Nebulous is a fun word, Jeremus. Yeah, fair. I think if there's people misunderstanding the guidelines or the rules, we can dive into them in more detail. But it also, it is always grey. And if you're on the receiving end of having your post removed and comment removed, it can be really frustrating. I get that there's the emotion attached to it. I've often shared that story on Reddit that I had one of my comments removed without any reason. The mod was completely wrong. And it's infuriating. I totally get it. We tend to lean more on the cautious side than the leave it up aside. So but if there's a specific guideline that you guys think we need to be clearer on, let me know. We're always up for that discussion.
And again, if you want to query anything off the back of a removal, then you can do that. If you want any clarification on the guidelines, we can sort that out. So maybe we could do something with our guidelines, but I think they're pretty self-explanatory.
I think if you actually read them, and the majority of people don't have issue, 15 minutes, just be quiet.
Mark Zuckerberger, our best mate.
You've had a good couple of weeks.
The app needs some changes. Oh, this is
Are you literally going to read this whole thing out? Because that's going to take longer than
Yeah, I'm going to do it The app needs some changes, like immediate. Black mode. It's stupid. To have white text on bright colours. Get rid of the irritating pastel colours. Make vivid colours. Make editing posts with unlimited edits. Set reorder right for the comments on comments. Set age to a reasonable limit. Let's leave it there and you can address some of them. I think that's fair.
You want me to address these?
Yeah.
Okay, black mode, it's stupid. We asked this, most people want a dark mode. I think, I'm sorry, turn your brightness down. Get rid of the irritating pastel colours, make vivid colours. I think these are probably for the design team to take a look at.
And some people like them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like,
never going to please everyone.
Yeah, we've had lots of different colour themes in TalkLife. You can turn off the gradients. You can go flat colours. You can actually do that. Maybe it's just like a black and white theme. Grayscale.
Sorry, Mark. I'm not sure we've got you a definite response.
Mark, you've got
there.
your own platform. I mean, just go and enjoy it. Just go and send some messages. Enjoy WhatsApp.
Next up, Sav. A bit more Auto Hawk hate. Can we please fix Auto Hawk? Yes, it's awesome. I'll take that. And takes posts that are offensive. But some posts are just getting deleted and I don't get the whole idea of the buddy up. So they've kind of gone on to the buddy up side of things, which I think is maybe a question you want to address. Can we stop being notified when... Yeah, let's go through the buddy up.
Lots of questions there. Thanks, Sav. Yeah, the buddy up. The idea is, rather than messaging a random person because you want to talk, you can say, actually, I'm up for a chat for the next 3 hours and I want people to contact me. So it's a cool system because so many people wanted to go on there and talk with someone but had no idea where to start, and then they would just hit everyone with their DMs and just sliding into people's DMs without any notification or like without knowing the person. That can be quite uncomfortable. But actually the buddy up system says, well, I want to be notified by people and that, yeah, that's it. So AutoHawk, we always do reviews on what's removed, and again, more often than not, well, not more often than not, it's the accuracy's bang on. So
don't hate the hawk.
Yeah.
Cheers, Sav. Thanks for that. So next up, Liquid. Lovely name. JD, please create live streaming for admins. Then okay, you can give me a sub. I don't mind.
Thank you, Liquid. How are we going on time at the moment?
Wonderful. We've still got time for more.
It's only been 8 minutes.
Not that you're counting. We are enjoying this, I promise. Sammy Learning.
Yeah.
JD, do we have a bug bounty program?
We don't, Sammy. And the reason we don't, I mean, we run on fumes at TalkLife and Talk Campus. I think we are, if you find a bug and something isn't working, let us know. That'd be really, the TalkLife has been built on community, and if you find something and you can help us, just tell us. I think, there's other platforms out there like Microsoft or Apple or whatever that you could get a cool bug bounty. Just help us out.
Yeah, I think that's right. Next up, God Dog. This isn't really a question. You should make your baby the TalkLife brand ambassador. So cute. Thoughts?
Yeah, that wouldn't be weird at all, would it?
No.
Just put my kid all over on t-shirts and stuff. Yeah, we're all for it. Yeah, they'd love it as well when they're 20 years old and they're like, what the?
And suing TalkLife.
Yeah. The hell is this platform, Dad? What did you work on?
That happened with the Nirvana baby.
What do you mean? Oh, the baby in the pool.
Yeah,
they
that's
sued
at the moment. Yeah.
No, they didn't.
They did?
They sued their parents.
They sued Nirvana, I think.
Oh, come on, I mean that baby's popular.
This might not be factually true, but I'm pretty sure I heard
If
that.
you're that baby right now, you can do whatever you want. You could just walk into a boardroom and be like, you know who I am? Fun fact.
I might have made that up completely.
And just
don't,
do that.
Don't hold me to that, and I'm sorry if I got that
Just
wrong.
do that diving action.
You could tell we've had a long day. Next up, insane. I need a search option. Blah, 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 blah.
Search option in the chats.
I need a search option in the chats.
It's a great point.
Yes, we do need a search option.
Yeah.
We'll take that one away.
Yeah, good. I love it. Backlog.
Hedwig. Hey, Hedwig. We know
Hedwig.
Hedwig. I've seen some posts with the Ask Girls category. I've never seen that category when I try and make a post.
It depends on your gender within the platform and your settings on there. So there's different categories for different options.
Cool.
Good question. Welcome. Sinky.
Slinky. This is a long one, so I'm going to try and
Paraphrase.
remove the buddy status. We've touched on that.
Have we? I don't think we have. Remove the buddy status. It's a new question.
Okay, I'll go from the start. Remove the buddy status. It doesn't mean anything because buddies can still be untrustworthy and it's just pointless. Like poetry, music, I think an art category would be cool.
That's cool. I'll touch on the buddy question. You know, the buddy status isn't saying that that person's going to be specifically trustworthy. It's saying that they're there to welcome new people. They're there to be, you know, they've gone through 6 to 7 weeks of training and support, and they've got a team behind them, and they're there to welcome people and have empathetic listening and active listening skills and just be someone that you can vent to in the early hours of the morning. But, you know, people are still going to make mistakes, and they're not there to be counselors or someone else. You're going to fight with them and not get along with them if you don't. Don't use them. Don't talk to them.
Yeah, and these are guys that are giving up their own time to try and help other members of the community. So,
Mood lighting.
Ooh,
I like that.
now it looks even more doom and gloom.
Slinky, we put these lights on for you.
I'll just touch on one. So then they go on to say more moderation and less relying on AutoHawk. Again, AutoHawk isn't a bot, so we're not really relying on it.
Can I say, you know, moderation, we're pretty bloody fast on moderation. Like, I mean, on any other platform, you're waiting hours for something to be moderated. On TalkLife, the average response times are under 20 seconds. Now that's pretty good. That's without a bot, without, you know, it's humans, paid staff that we've got around the world picking content up in near real time. That's pretty cool. And they're doing this, you know, you might see a couple of posts here and they're removed, but they're also removing hundreds of predators and other people that you're not seeing posting on the platform. And, you know, we're all trying to do this together. But yeah, definitely an art category.
Cool. Sorry, Slinky, I'm not going to get to the rest of the questions, otherwise we'll be there a while. Next up, Soha.
Hi, Soha.
Can we be able to delete a message from the conversation through DMs?
Yeah, I think this is something that we probably need, or pre-read deletion. So
Yeah.
once it's been read by everyone, not deleting it.
Have to be a little bit careful with what we delete, but no, definitely we'll take that one away. Neela.
Is we happy?
Yeah, it's suddenly banging on the wall. Don't know if that will get picked up. I love that we can have groups here. However, I wish there was more of a way that we could promote them. Also, will there be any discussion about plans for a TalkLife Discord? Triv has great ideas. You should talk to him. Do you know Triv?
Triv is in the Discord, I assume. I should pick up the Discord. Yeah, it hasn't had a whole lot of love. If you want the Discord, let me know in the comments down below if you think the Discord should make it. I know there's a group of people on there that are there every day. But the first question, I think if everyone could promote groups easier, then you would kind of not see any net gain because every group would be promoted. But I think the better option is filtering to be able to find groups that resonate with you. I think it's cool.
Cool. Next up, Mustard Bear. Do you guys like this community you created? I think that's more for you. Do you like this community you created?
Thank you for the question twice. Yeah, I mean, every day we come into work and, you know, it's been a bloody hard slog. Like I think there's, yeah, it's like any platform, it's challenging. You know, we've got massive bills and we try to cover our expenses, and we're trying to do this because we believe in the power of peer support in this community, and I think we get up every day because of that. But some days are harder than others, I would say. There's some, you know, it doesn't ever stop. There's never a respite. But you know what you don't know at TalkLife is Talk Campus is also doing really, really well. That's over 92 campuses now on the platform, which is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I didn't create it, but I can say I love the community. I think it's wicked. So yeah, I think you see so much good that it's doing. You see so many people that it helped. I spend a lot of the day looking at bad posts and dealing with people that have been banned, but I also see a lot of messages saying how TalkLife's changed their lives. So
yeah,
it's a cool place.
That means you've changed their life. Every conversation that you jump into for someone who needs a chat is yeah, super powerful. Thanks, Master.
Cool. We got time for a couple more?
Yeah, I think so. Everlasting.
Everlasting forevermore. Sounds like a song. It might be a song.
I like it.
I think that it would be a relatively good idea, well in theory, to have a new feature where we could receive suggested recommended users depending on what is listed in their bio. So that's going down the other platform, the Facebook, the Instagram, suggesting other users.
Yeah. What I'd really like to see is really good algorithms suggesting people who could support you where you need. If you're struggling with, let's say, an eating disorder or something, bringing other people together who could have a positive impact and have been shown to support, rather than a sort of dating algorithm to bring. You know, if we ever get to a stage where TalkLife is just about engagement and bringing people together for the sake of engagement, and you know, get them scrolling for hours and stuff, I'm not going to be here. You know, we never want you to be on the platform just because it's a platform. We want you to be there because you're getting support, or you're giving support, or you're using it, or get off it. You know, take a break. Use the take a break features, the other things. And I think if we start just suggesting content to keep you going, like, it's a really dark direction. Yeah.
Cool. Anna Solomon. I've been waiting for this one. Can you bring the hug back?
Oh, can I go a video or a day without someone asking about the stupid hug?
I don't know why you hate the hug.
I don't hate the hug, right? But the fucking hug came up in, like, I've got it. It was was it over the weekend? Someone was like, bring in the hug in our team, and it's like,
You've touched on a sore subject.
You haven't touched on a sore subject. I tell you what, if you can petition with 1,000 people this week to bring back the hug, I will bring the hug back next week.
Send me the petition. I'm all behind this. Let's
you
get
don't even
the
know what
back.
the hug is.
Let's get the hug back. Oh. I like anything that winds you up like this.
One more?
Yeah, one more. Let's do two more. Breadcrumbs. Just stop calling Turbo. It doesn't sound good at all. And can I choose some of my posts and delete them instead of delete all posts?
Have I called you Turbo?
So Breadcrumbs doesn't like being called Turbo.
I think you're probably referring to the slow down Turbo when you've posted too much. Just stop posting too much. It's there. It's telling you, Breadcrumbs, to just take a breath. I think it's like 3-4 minutes between posting that you'll see that message.
Don't take it personally.
No, you should take it personally. You should take this to definitely get the message. Slow down, Turbo. It's quite a common thing in Australia, I think.
Oh, actually.
Can you say it over here?
No. Turbo means to down a drink, I think.
Maybe that's the ways. Slow down, Turbo.
Yeah, Breadcrumbs is saying, stop making me drink my drinks. I'm gonna let's do two more because I know that there's one that you've touched on before. So, Bruised Queen, can you bring the sex topic back?
No. Yeah, no. The content in there was it was the most moderated content. I think most people would agree that the content going in there was just super sexual and inappropriate, and it was just a massive source for predators to pretty much go in there and just
Have a field day.
Yeah.
Right, let's do one more. Menial
Menial ferret.
Menial ferret.
Hello.
Menial me.
Menial, like minuscule, like it's a menial task.
Learn something new every day. I don't know if the up and down voting on here is a precursor of things to come, but I believe that would be a great influence on negative comments. Being able to show that you disagree with a comment without getting confrontational. Not to completely rip off Reddit, but some sort of karma or reputation system to discourage trolling consistently. Not quite sure what that looks like from a coding perspective, but I like the idea.
Yeah, from the first test, so some of you may have seen the up and down voting on admin posts. This is going really, really well. Outside of people trying to game the system, there's a lot of protections in place to stop you from like group targeting certain posts and so on. And I think it still needs a lot of tweaking, but what it does is it allows the majority to have a say on what's helpful versus what's not helpful. And if people vote something down and it's a good comment, then equally people will upvote it as well. And I think one of the things we can see on Reddit is that they've got this amazing proxy where they can see what's helpful and what's not. And you can even sort it by controversial if you want to. You know, I heard that Twitter was actually testing this last week. So fucking Twitter, you guys are watching us. I know it. I know you, Twitter. Every feature.
They were on TalkLife.
Do you remember when we put the animated reactions live, and then like a week later Facebook popped up? Mark Zuckerberg were watching us.
They're all watching.
They're watching. One day they're gonna come back and be like, "Who? I didn't even know you guys were a thing."
Right. If we've still got anyone watching, let's call it a day there.
There's one more. Satama about the cat.
Well, there's actually 50 more, but yeah. Address the cat. So TalkLife subscription that provides you with a cat on Saitama.
I'm all for it. Breed those things, ship them. If you can work out the postage, we'll do it. Is he talking about a real cat or a...
I have no idea.
Oh, let's just assume he wants a real cat.
If it's a real cat, we might have some issues shipping them.
You see issues, I see opportunities. But if you subscribe and you become a hero, you're going to get a cat in the post. How much is the subscription? $7.99. I reckon you could get cats for $3 on some sort of wholesale market. How much is a cat? There's strays and stuff. He doesn't say what life. Like end of life?
I think we should call it a day here. I think this is going down a worrying road.
If these are helpful, let us know. If they're terrible and you don't think they're helpful, let us know. If you think we should do these more often with more pointed questions or faster, let us know.
And we're going to get a live stream up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
similar town hall vibe.
Yeah, you'll be able to ask us questions live, fire questions at us, or just put us on the spot with really awkward questions.
Ask about the cats.
Where are they?
All right. Cheers, guys.
Bye.